recapping a little bit from what we talked about on day one. This is day number 3 out there. Paul was saying, you know, the weather pattern just started to stabilize, and the first day was a little rough for us. We had 20-something fish, and then yesterday was like the second day from the weather stabilizing from the cold snap, getting into this pattern of like 4 or 5 days being the same. And yesterday we had 100-something fish.
At least.
Yeah, we had a good day, so everything was the same today. We're going to try to do the same pattern that we did yesterday. We have a little bit of issue with the wind, so we're going to have to work with that just a little bit, but I think we'll be able to pull it off this morning, and then we'll move over to where we caught those big redfish that you'll see in the video. We caught some really big reds yesterday, so that's kind of the game plan for today.
And every morning the bites seems to be a little bit earlier. They're not as lethargic.
Well, yesterday it was like an hour we didn't have a hit, right in, and then all of a sudden, like a light switch, boom, it went on, and we were having multiple hookups, 3 or 4 people at a time on nice trout. Nothing real big, nothing over 4 pounds, but sure nice to see.
What's the wind telling you today?
The wind is it's got a lot of east in it, which is telling me that we're going to have a little bit of trouble this first spot, just because of the way we can work the area. But I think we can pull it off. There's not enough wind to really hinder us, but when it kicks up, we're going to have to move. We're just going to have to make a move and work the wind to our advantage for different areas and spaces.
Do you think that bite might be a little bit more aggressive than this morning?
Yeah, because the water temperature is warming up every single day, just a couple of notches. Not quite to 70 yet, so those fish are going to hopefully hit harder and be a little bit more aggressive, like you said. Let's hope that's the case. I'm going to try to throw a topwater for a little bit, just to see if I can get them to come up.
I have a different plan.
Tell me about it. Don't do anything else.
I had a nightmare last night.
What happened?
I woke up this morning in a cold sweat. 3 words came to mind: low and slow. That's going to be my mindset today going forward.
Okay. Well, we'll recap at the end of the day and see how it all shakes out.
I hope it works out for me. If not, I'll just follow you and do what you do out there.
Follow Preston.
Low and slow. The guy had a cold nightmare with a cold sweat.
Cold sweat.
It was a sign.
I'm just going to let, every time Preston casts, I'm just going to cast right next to his lure. Just trying to pick up his fish.
Good.
That's a good game plan.
That's an excellent game plan. All right, we're going to do it.
That's what we're talking about.
Just shake the whole thing. Good trout colored water. Throw in a green wiggler. And I think she might have swallowed it. She's kicking with blood. First hit we've had in a little bit. Yesterday morning was pretty stagnant and slow with the hit on the lures. This morning these fish are hitting a little bit harder. Probably thanks to water temperature. But as you can see, she did not go easy on that. Hopefully I can get the hook out. Cast it right where your topwater was.
Ripped his lip.
Oh, shit.
Well, that would have been a disaster with all those treble hooks. A lot of treble hooks here. You got to be super careful. This is could be disastrous. Another beautiful blooper situation, Jimmy. That's how you do it. Pretty neat, it's flashed at it twice. I pulled it away from him, threw it back in there, and he wanted it. Bellies are still pink and it's got some sea lice on it, but they're starting to eat a little bit better. We got half the guys throwing worms and half of us are throwing topwaters. Surprised this fish hit. I threw over there a second ago and it flew all the way out of the water. I thought I had hooked it. Apparently I didn't. Threw back in there. Come on. Real nice trout. Throwing the bait called the Mansfield knocker. This one's a white one. Pretty neat bait. Good sharp hooks on it. A lot of rattle, a lot of castability, and That's what we were catching those big reds on yesterday. And today we're getting trout on it. Keep at it. I think the topwater bite will pick up a little bit. If we get a little bit of ripple, we're having to work them real subtle. And then pausing the cadence in your retrieve. And generally that's when they're hitting it. Nice one though. Risky. So you can tell these fish are laying on the bottom, and it's surprising that they come up and hitting these topwaters. Just slapping at it, they're really not hitting them that hard. It's probably one of the better fish. We had actually the better fish came on a wiggle-o. Almost 5.
Jerking the soft line nice and slow. It actually came up on the surface. I thought I had the line around the hook, and whatever this. God, that was fucking beautiful.
Can we put that on our bloopers reel?
I already think I have some footage on that reel. Hang out of his mouth. Right under 10.
Dude, quit swimming my feet.
Man, he swallowed that thing. It's gonna be fun getting out of there. Oh.
It's right at 8. That one hit harder than the one over 10. We got Paul here, 34 incher. We're gonna tag this one. We normally tag snook, flounder, and big trout, but I think we're gonna tag this one for the Heart Institute, just to say that we did. That fish, put it on the nose. That's gonna be 34 1/4. 34 1/4, tag number 260. Come right up in here. Got it. What a beauty.
We were out here, beautiful Port Mansfield, on a partly sunny day. It's probably up to 70 degrees now. Water temperature's right at 70. We found some big redfish in here yesterday, so we came back just over knee deep, throwing some green plastics. Got into some redfish, school of mullet, saw this big old thing coming at me. Sight casted at it, she took it. I could see her whole mouth swallow the bait down. And as you can tell, this is probably a once in a lifetime kind of fish. I got real excited when I saw the spots, as you could imagine. We tagged it, as you see here, for the Heart Association. Tag number 260. So if you're lucky enough to catch it, give Wayne a call.
Awesome job, buddy. Let's let this baby go. Great fish. Congratulations, man. Once in a lifetime, right here. That's it. Good job, amigo.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, that's definitely the fatter.
Double trouble, Port Mansfield.
Jurassic Park.
Today I was throwing the umbrella rig, brought to you by KWigglers. It's got 17 baits on it. Same size?
Tell me what happened, Paul.
Trouble is, we caught too many fish.
Cheers. Okay, so we're kind of winding down the day. Earlier today, we had a strategy. We were kind of replicating what we did the previous day, and we were starting out low and slow.
That's what I tried to do, but that didn't work out for me quite well.
So what we ended up having to do is shift gears. Once this wind started, the bait kind of moved up on this flat. It's subsurface, but these huge redfish they're using this flat as a highway or travel way for wherever they're going, and they're not necessarily just eating. You got to agitate them.
Same thing as what we were talking about yesterday. It's not, you can even put it on them, but if you don't jerk it around aggressively, they just want no part of it. I have no idea why, but when you do that, they're just chomp at it.
Yeah, they're really, and when they do, they're aggressive after the bait that you're making aggressive. So they're just wanting to kill it, get rid of it.
They're matching your energy you're putting out there for sure.
Yeah, that's right. So cool deal. So that's what we're doing. We're kind of winding down the day. We've worked the same pattern as we did yesterday. We've worked the wind to our advantage. The wind's kicking up right now out of the east. Now we've shifted gears, and those reds, just like yesterday, they're exactly where they were. So it's totally cool to see it unfold. We probably have a couple more days of the same weather pattern, and we're gonna keep working it and fine tuning it every single day we move forward.
Let's get back out there.
Let's do it.